as far back as we can trace, it was Tony Visconti's studio from 1976 to 1989. It was a studio previously known as Zodiac, but we don't know if it was it's an audio studio of some sort, but we don't know much about it. And before that, we think it was a film studio. Tony Visconti then sold the lease on to Joe & Co, who was here for 18 years. So obviously, you know, Tony speaks for himself. Joe & Co did things like they did the Harry Potter audiobooks. So it was Dusty Springfield's last ever recording done in here, in Studio One. Amazing bits, I know, yeah. And then we took it on in July 2007, opened a month later in August. And we've been here for 3 years now, and it's going wonderfully well. There's something, I walked down here, when I first came to see this place, it was looking a little bit sorry for itself. It had been empty for a while, but there was some magic within the walls. Literally, as soon as I walked in through that door, I was like, wow, it looks very sorry for itself, but it's got something very, very special down here. I think that's something that everybody over the years have put into this place. In fact, it was great the other day. We had, because we got Morgan Visconti in one of our rooms at the moment, and Tony was down here visiting him, so Tony was in. We've got PC from Joe & Co, who's got one of our rooms at the moment, so it's like the 3 ages of all the history of this studio in one place at the same time. It was fantastic, talking about what makes this place so special, and we're all saying it's just got something. So that's definitely the first one. Second thing that makes this very special is that room, what Tony Visconti made that live room into. It sounds phenomenal. You know, we've done something cosmetically to it, but the sound of it is exactly the same as it used to be, and it's unbelievable. You can get the most amazing big drum sound in there, little close sound. It's very versatile for the size room it is. And third thing, oh, I just love it. It's just location. You know, everything about it, it just works for us here. The location's great. You know, everybody that are around, you know, including my wonderful staff and the wonderful people we've got in here as our long terms as well. It's just a lovely community vibe. Everything about it, man. The gear's great. The rooms are great. The AWS was great, but we were finding, obviously we were doing a lot of stuff with new signings, you know, project bands, that kind of thing. But we installed this, and it was literally like the sudden jump to taking on the big clients, you know, the bigger bands, the bigger producers. I think it was something about walking into a room and seeing a bigger console. I think that's obviously got a little bit to do with it. But also, you get a lot of people coming in and going, what's that? I'm not used to that. It's a bit strange. Not what I'm used to. Give them half an hour and they absolutely fall in love with the console. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. You know, you can get someone who's really like, oh, I'm really not sure, and then literally half an hour later they're like, this is the best console ever. So it's definitely making waves. It's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I mean, what this provides, coupled with the other outboard gear we've got in here, we've got a fantastic mixing room. We were finding very limited mixes before. You know, people were going, the smaller albums again, little bits and pieces, but now obviously it's like, you know, your major artists are coming in here now to do mixing. Just generally much more tracking. It puts us up with the big boys now. The thing for me is that we haven't had we've had a couple of little things, but everybody comes back. You know, once somebody comes down here, they love it. They're repeat clients, and you know, we get to build a relationship. It's a very close, small team down here, so people can come back down. They know everybody here. You know, for me, the most important thing is walking in that door and becoming one of the family. You know, it's about providing the right creative environment for the musicians, for the producers, for anybody who's involved with that band to come down here and just feel instantly at home. Creative bubble, they're not going to get disturbed, there's not going to be anything that's going to cause any problems. They feel completely at home, they can do what they want, you know, and then they can walk out the door and, you know, do what they want out there. We're right in the middle of Soho, so it's like the world's their oyster. But yeah, I mean, that's the most important thing for me, is that really. We're very lucky because there's myself and my other business partners, we've all got bits of gear and we've kind of collaborated together. We've got all this stuff and we thought we may as well have it down here, because then with being on a busy street in Soho, it's not that easy for loading and unloading. if we've got everything here, a band can just walk in. Also for international, we're starting to do a lot more with American bands now and international bands. They can just, you know, if they're touring or whatever and they want to pop into the studio for the day, they can tell it there's guitars here, there's basses, there's amps, there's keyboards, there's everything they need, you know, down to pedals and whatever, EBOs and all the little bits and pieces. So they can literally turn it with nothing, and everything is here for what they need. We've even got trumpets and violins and, you know, it's everything.